Folks, we're back on NWA Main Event Television, and Mike, another match with Jerry the King Lawler. We saw one earlier in the show. We saw the video of Jeff the Crippler Daniels, and now we're going to take you back to Lawler 35, a tribute fit for a king, celebrating Jerry Lawler's 35th year in the wrestling business as the King of Wrestling. And this was Friday, November the 7th, and his opponent standing across the ring, the monster Sid Vicious.
That's correct, Jason. If you also look on the outside of the ring, you'll see the #1 wrestling manager in the world, Jimmy Hart.
And Mike, a lot of our viewers might be wondering why this match is airing right now, and it's all due to tonight. Portland, Tennessee, the Richland Park Gym. That man right there, Jerry the King Lawler, returns for the first time in 30 years to the Richland Park Gym in Portland, and he faces Jeff the Crippler Daniels. Mike, it doesn't get any bigger than this for Portland.
You're exactly right. We're expecting a sellout crowd, Jason. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, ringside seats are being reserved fast. Call now. Pick up the phone and call now. If you're coming tonight, you want us to have your tickets waiting for you. 615-262-4455.
The number's right there on the screen, along with the information. Richland Park Gym, Portland, Tennessee. Lawler will be in action, and Sid Vicious with a little action. They're a little vicious action, no pun intended, with that huge body slam onto Jerry the King Lawler.
You know, it hasn't been too long ago we saw Sid Vicious on WCW break his foot, Jason. I don't know if you've seen the footage from that, but I remember when it happened. I was watching TV, and man, that leg and that foot just crumbled up from under him.
Absolutely, and Sid back in action after a long hiatus, and honestly, looking as good as ever is the big 7-foot-tall monster, Psycho Sid Vicious, former WWF, WCW heavyweight champion. I cannot believe Sid Vicious here at the Mecca, the Nick Goulas Sports Arena, and he picks Lawler up for a second time, going for that body slam. It just stalls, letting the blood rush to the head as he slams him down hard.
Lawler hits that man hard, Jason, and I want to tell you, Sid Vicious looks like he's in 110%, but he's got that edge. He's got Jimmy Hart in that corner, Jason, the biggest wrestling manager in history, mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
And folks, if you weren't here on November the 7th, you sure missed a great show. 650 fans packed the Mecca, the Tennessee State Fairgrounds in Nashville, to help the King celebrate 35 years in wrestling. What a historic night it was for Nashville, Tennessee, and pro wrestling in a whole. And Jerry the King Lawler facing tough competition. This wasn't a walk in the park for the King, as he tries now to body slam big Sid Vicious, and it doesn't look like he's going.
You know, it's an awful lot of weight for Lawler to pick up, but tonight, Jason, in Portland, Tennessee, Jeff Daniels is not as heavy as Sid Vicious. Jeff might be able to be the recipient of a few of those Lawler body slams.
And now Jimmy Hart mocking the fact that Jerry Lawler thinks he can slam Sid Vicious. The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart saying that's absolutely absurd. And there's that evil laugh we've heard from him many times. You hear it each and every commercial break. The official sponsor of Bell Bondsman for, I don't know how they got hit.
Free at last, bonding, Jason. Free at last.
Well, if you need a spring, give those guys a ring. That's what he says.
And he is exactly right. Just call our friends. You know, Jason, bad things happen to good people. If that happens to you, don't forget Free and Last Bail Bond Company.